Hello? Hello? Good morning? Nothing's on, nothing's on. Sup? Oh, man, alright. Hi, good morning. Especially Matt Ren's wishing me luck. Thanks, Cordelia. Okay, let me try to arrange my life so that I can see everything. I have been hit more hard than I anticipated by the loss of my third monitor. You wouldn't think somebody would need so many. So I figured, you know, it's Tuesday. I've been wanting to stream more, and I've been wanting to do a morning stream time so that I can actually, like, talk to some of you that have to work during the regular one, or maybe you're asleep during the regular one, or, I don't know. There's all sorts of time zones in the world, so I figured we could do another one. I'm not going to guarantee that I do this every week, because to be honest, my schedule is kind of crazy. Hi, Kat. You going to come up here? And I'm also not going to have this one be like a VOD on the channel. Like, if you miss it, you kind of miss it. Because I want it to be more casual. I don't want to worry about if I have, like, morning face. I don't want to worry about that being on my channel forever. So I figure we could just hang out and drink some tea once I've made my tea. I haven't had any yet, so if I sound like a demon, then that's why. But, you know, cats do help. Cats do definitely help. So, oh, and then the other thing is it's Tuesday. So I figure if I'm on Tuesday, then I can have some company while I open my cache so somebody can feel my pain when I get something I can't wear because I have like 8 slots. 8 slots or so that are locked off between all of my tier and my legendaries. And my gear sets are just an absolute hot mess right now. I've been trying to figure out a dungeon set so that I can wear Heart of the Void. And the other thing is supposed to wear with it is Sifus, but I don't have another belt. And I just, Kitty, don't lay down. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I gotta get up in like 2 minutes because my tea will be done sleeping. Then I bring it over here and then we're really cooking. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the healthy. All right. Guarantee double morning stream per week. How you been, Seth? Hey, is this up Felicia? It might, yeah. It's an S, not a C. Intro music makes my pre-stream pet battles so much more intense. We all have morning face, that's true. Amira, what were you baking? You said that you were trying to make something. What were you trying to make? First stream that I've been able to catch, can't wait. Welcome, Glory Gaming. Alright, so I figure it also may not be the longest one. I'm thinking kind of closer to like an hour, hour and a half. It depends on how many mount ones we're really trying to get through here. So is there any of these things I need to do? No. Alright, are we ready for the chest? Oh, good. Okay, I actually picked that up before the raid this week. Last week I did not, and I think I missed a week's worth of this. Okay, so here's the ritual. Here's the cache, right? I did do my 15. I wasn't gonna, but my friend guilted me into it. So what we do is we slash walk. Well, we RP walk. We walk around it 3 times. This is the luck ritual, okay? This so there's once, and then we're going around it again. Also, I should turn on my music. And again, just game music, but like I'm wearing these headphones and they're doing absolutely nothing. And oh, all right. So now we walked around it 3 times, and then we sit 3 times. So sit, and then sit, and then sit. And then we jump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you can open it. I gotta... What the heck is that? It's 965. I don't think I wear it. I think that's... Well, if you... The thing with trinkets is that if you've never heard of it, odds are not good. Also, it has crit. I would really prefer, like, haste. Crit's not bad. Crit's my second stat. I can inflict taint on people. That's pretty funny. Morning. Hey, it's a long time since I got a stream. Welcome, Spencer. Morning. Hey, Rosita. What's up, Nick? First Void Elf who streams. Wow. Yeah, I'm just ahead of the curve here with that. I'm just getting ahead of the Void Elf game. It's probably not even gonna be the same purple by the time Void Elves come out. Like if Void Elves are like 6 months away, it's gonna be something else. What key did I get? I got a Arcoi 14. Bursting, skittish, tyrannical. Great. Wonderful. That sounds like a fun time. Oh, alright, so I'm gonna need to be in holy spec. I think my tea should be... I didn't hear my timer, but I am wearing headphones even though nothing's coming through them, so I'm gonna double check. Kitty, what if you slept in your cubby where there's a cat cam that I can turn on? What about that? Huh? What about that? Hi. Alright, I'm getting up. There you go. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're cooking. Oh gosh. I also figured I could wear pajamas on the stream because why not? It's morning. I guess these technically aren't pajamas, they're just really comfortable clothes, but I don't really discriminate. I'll sleep in whatever as long as I'm comfy. My gamepad's not working. I need to restart my Gracer Synapse. Okay, Shadow Priest Hazel's worshipping the old gods for now. I mean, true. I'm waiting for my old god expansion that lets me to actually go to the other side and then just battle all the raiders. I will absolutely turn cloak on my guild. Oh, I will be able to speak soon. Alright, so I'm in Holy Spec. I still need to restart my Razor Synapse. My menus are behind my webcam because of the way I'm set up here. The nut thing is just a stream currency. Like, you watch the stream, and as you watch the stream, you will automatically get nuts. You don't have to sign up for it or anything. And then you can check how many nuts you have with the !nuts command. Is that good? Yeah, we're good now. And then sometimes I'll do a battle pet giveaway that you can buy raffle tickets with the nuts. The pets I give away are like really underwhelming. They're just, you know, fairly common pets, and they're not usually leveled, but they're pets that maybe you don't have. I don't know. And then the other thing you can do, you can also gamble if you want. If you're into like stream currency gambling, you can gamble all of your nuts with !flipnut is the command for that. And I don't know, whenever I am in a stream that has a stream currency, I usually just like hoarding it. I just like having as many of them as humanly possible. I would love to one day have a public leaderboard, but I have not figured out how to set that up yet. Okay, so I have my simple armory open. I think we probably do the normal thing. I'm thinking of switching up the order a little bit because I always do these mount runs. I spend all day clearing Dragon Soul and ICC, and I only end up getting a chance at like 3 mounts. So I figure maybe instead of doing the most optimal route as far as, distance and like travel, maybe I just do things that I can run quickly. So we start with like Throne of the Four Winds, like normal. And then we can do I have any Bear Tartar? Yeah, we're good. And then we can do, maybe like a Vault of Archivon, maybe like a Malagos. You know, quick things that actually give us a couple more chances, and we can still try for Invincible and the Blazing Drake. It's just we don't have to do those first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I keep losing my chat window. Where did you go? There we go. All right. I gotta try and lean back a little bit so that I'm still oh. That's okay. I'm like 75% sure that I know what that is, and I'm like 63% sure that it's not broken and it's fine. I don't really own anything terribly expensive anyways, so if it breaks, it's fine. I guess it would be real bad if like I spilled tea on my computer, but my tea is safely here, and I need to start drinking it so I can sound good. Can I do a mount roll with you? Maybe for like Malagos, or because there's gonna be there's a possibility that a mount drops that I already have, and then somebody else could take it. But dibs on the ones that I still need. We're starting with the Throne of the Four Winds for whatever the heck Drake drops out of that. Nobody knows. It's just first on the list because it's not far to get to and it's an easy one. Finally caught a stream. Time zones are fake. Welcome, Joshua. This is kind of the dream. Getting to chat with a couple of people that can't normally make it to the Friday ones. Alright, so I'm flying the wrong way. Is it 9 a.m. for you? It's 5 p.m. here. It's Darko side already. Yeah, it's 9. So 5 p.m. would be, so you're what? 1, 2, 3, 8 hours ahead. So is that like Western Europe, like England? I was having in my mind that England is 8 hours ahead of me here on the West Coast, but I don't know. Are you doing the simple army route or are you just winging it? Well, we're starting with the simple army route, but I'm kind of thinking maybe we like get a little creative with our routes and not do. I'm thinking of pushing back Dragon Soul and ICC because they take so long, and clearing them is worth, especially if you're setting up like your alts to do it with your group sharing thing, like sharing your own lockout. But I don't really want to do that on a stream, just because I'm concerned about shenanigans with the open accept group getting out of hand. Do you have the Shadow plushie yet? I got it and it's so cute. Yeah, I got like. Alright. There we go. There. Check that out. There's no cat in there, but at the top, oh, I can't hold this straight. This is really hard. This is actually so much harder than my brain can handle right now. So there's Shadow at the top. I also, for Christmas, from one of my buddies got me the Raptor plushies. So now I have both Raptor and Alex. They're both on top. They're kind of on either side of Shadow. And then there's some other stuff over there too. It's pretty good. I always enjoy saying hi to those when I get in the morning, because sometimes I get kind of lonely working from home by myself in a completely independent capacity, because it's not like I used to go to a job where I would go in and I would have coworkers and I would talk to them, and even if you hated them, which I didn't, because I don't hate very many people, even if you didn't get along with them, it was still nice to go, you know, sup, how you doing, how's your weekend, how's the dog, you know, whatever. And I don't really get to do that anymore, so instead I walk into this room and then I say that to my plushies and they don't say anything back, but it's okay, they're cute. It's lunchtime for me, Hazel. Hi, by the way. Sup, late night? Happy lunchtime. What's for lunch? I'm kind of excited that this month's baking streams are going to be lunch streams. You'll notice that I put both of them at 11 a.m. and that's to give us enough time to make the food so that I can just like eat it for lunch. I also had to put the counterfeit coins in a weekend. I didn't really want to do another weekend stream, but counterfeit coins from the Hearthstone cookbook, which is still on my desk from when I was looking up the recipes when I was doing the thing. Counterfeit coins are basically fried pickle slices. And from my understanding, it makes quite a few of them. And I don't think those are... What the... Who? I've never, ever seen those before. Anyways, are we good? Yeah, I killed... Okay, we gotta get over here. Our counterfeit coins are fried pickle slices. And I don't think I can really eat a whole bunch of fried pickle slices. I feel like that will make me sick. So I need at least one person to, like, share them with during a weekend. Hi, Hazel. What are your opinions on the Logan Paul situation? That's like a whole side of YouTube that I try and stay really far from, so I don't have a whole... I wouldn't have an informed opinion, so I don't really want to comment. The whole thing makes me very uncomfortable. 5 here in the UK. Watch the stream. Sorry. Definitely insane. What's insane? Who's insane? Am I insane? Am I wearing my insane channel? I should be. Yeah, there we go. Also, this trans mug. What happened here? What has actually happened here? Is this just nothing mugged? I must have somehow accidentally deleted my current set. I think that's what was... How does this happen to me? I need to fix that. Where's my flute? There it is. There we go. My wife is making the Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington, not your jam. Well, it doesn't have to be my jam. I'm not coming over for dinner. I'm excited for you, though. Sounds good. I'm a grown woman, and I still love those plushies. You can love whatever you want, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I love my plushies. I also... Let's see. Sometimes miss Neopets. I had a big Neopets phase as a kid. Alright, did we get it? I should check this. Doodly-doo-doodly-doo. I don't really deserve it because I don't even know what the name of it is. Doodly-doo-doodly-doo. I want to say no. Again, I'm counting on that thing happening where it shows up in guild chat if you got it. So what I'm thinking from here is I want to do Vault of Archivon. Or I want to see if I can do Vault of Archivon. So I'm going to hearth right to Dalaran. Take the Dalaran portal to the Wormrest Temple. And see if we have the buff. That's kind of my plan. Happy New Year, Hazel. Thanks, Grumpy Warlock. I appreciate that. Is the sound going to kick in? Is my sound on? You guys like that rendition? It's real good. Super generous of you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Does the Hearthstone cookbook include a funnel cake recipe? That is very important information that I need to find out. It has a dessert section. As soon as I am kind of like headed in the direction I'm going, I will pick it up off of my desk and look. I know it has a cheesecake recipe, which I am dying to try out because I can make an alright cheesecake. But I never make the same cheesecake. I'm always trying a new cheesecake recipe, and I'm just waiting for one of them to really just blow me away, and then that will be my cheesecake recipe. But they've all been kind of the same. Okay, so we're gonna go to Wormrest. Boyfriend builds gaming computers and has this all set up with a 4K TV set up for WoW. It's awesome. Dang. I feel like, I guess that would work. The problem with using TVs as a gaming monitor is that they have a much lower response time than a monitor. But WoW, you don't really need a cutting edge response time of WoW unless you're doing like Arena. Maybe for mythic rating, but if you're just like, you know, living your life, that would be awesome. It would be so big. I don't know if I've ever actually, I mean, maybe one day I should just go wander around in a Best Buy or something. Because I don't know if in memory, oh wait, do we have the buff? Would I know? yet. I don't know if I would know yet. I'm gonna fly to Dalaran. I know you get the buff if you're in Dalaran. I need Alliance to control Winter Grasp so that I can actually run Vault of Archivon for a chance at the Black War Mammoth, but I haven't been able to come across it yet. What mount you trying to farm? Kind of whatever drops. We just ran Throne and did not get the Throne mount. Whatever. It's the Drake of the something wind. Let's see, Throne. Southwind, yeah, we didn't get that thing. We want a Mammoth from Vault of Archivon, but again, I can't run that until it's Alliance controlled. And failing that, I want to drop by Malagos and try for the Blue Drake. I have the Azure one. There is a funnel cake here. Yes, there is a funnel cake recipe. It's on page 97. Man, we're gonna have to make that. I don't know if I've ever had funnel cake. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like an Eggo, to be quite honest with you. So it's basically flour, baking powder, cinnamon, salt, eggs, milk. It's like a fried waffle. This looks like something I'm gonna mess up horribly. Absolutely horribly. Hold the filled funnel over the hot oil. That's dangerous. Not in general. It's not dangerous from the cookbook's point of view. It's just dangerous for me. Okay, I don't see a buff here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we can't do Wintergrass, but that does not mean that we can't do the Malagos. So let's go head over to him. And I'll let that fly me so I can actually like chat and drink some tea because I need some of this. Happy New Year, love the pet vids, keep it up. Thanks, Amira. Happy New Year, guys. I didn't make a New Year's tweet because I couldn't think of anything to say that anybody else hadn't already said. But I had an enjoyable New Year. Gnomes would be able to ride the big kid rides. Happy New Year, love the new hair color. Thanks, Stephanie. Just wanted to wish you a happy 2018 and keep up the good work. Thank you for coming by. Did you tweet out the stream? No. I never tweet out my streams. I should, huh? What's my URL? That's my dashboard. Hazel Live Games. Twitter.com/YouTube/games@HazelLive. That's probably not right. Not Twitch, YouTube. I think it's just hazelnuttygames/live. I'm gonna tweet that one, and then I'll click on it, and then I'll find out if it's right. Yeah, there we go, that worked. Close enough. Oh, I lost my chat window, though. There we go. Are you missing your brown hair? Missing? Oh, for a second I thought you wanted to know if I'd, like, lost it. No, not really, honestly. It'll grow back if I ever decide I want to be brown again, but I'm just really excited about all of the possibilities. At first, I didn't think I liked the purple better than the brown. I didn't think it really suited my skin tone, and I'm still not 100% convinced that it does. But it's really fun, and now that I've bleached it and colored it and kind of learned some things about the process, I'm excited to be able to try out some different colors. I think I still want to stay in this color family. I think I want to keep with the Void Elf thing, at least through the first part of Battle for Azeroth. And I think purple's like a good color family. I used to want green hair. If I ever got really good at PvP, I would go green. I can't really explain that properly. Oh, it is blue. Why? Where am I going? Let me off. Request to stop. Let me free. Leave me be. Let me try for a mammoth. I can't figure out when that thing's up. But yeah, I want to try for a slightly more violet, like not pink, but closer to pink within the purple spectrum next time. Hazel Solo's Wintergrass, but never had funnel cake. Someone needs to go to the Oregon State Fair later this year. Fairs frighten me. Like, there was a fair that I used to go to as a kid, but fairs in America are, like, a bigger deal. And for whatever reason, just, like, the crowd of people kind of stresses me out. It would probably be fun. I've had like, fair food at, like, Ren fairs. I've been to my good share of Ren fairs, like, Renaissance fairs. But I don't know if they serve funnel cakes there. Maybe. Arma just joined me for lunch. Bacon pizza with bacon, cheese, stuffed crust. Any tips for making the eggnog? Yes. Big tip for making the eggnog in the WoW cookbook. Don't be me. Do not let it get too hot. Do not let it get too hot. It says medium heat. Turn that down even a little bit. Because if it gets too hot, it'll curdle, and you'll get what I had, which was kind of like scrambled eggs and milk, and it's gross. It was like the flavor was good, the texture was revolting. You want to be really careful with the temperature when you're making the eggnog. Just don't let it get too hot. You can set it up to tweet when you go live. Can I? How? I know Twitch can do that. I've never done that with YouTube. I don't see anything on my dashboard. I might be looking in the wrong spot. I know I can set it up to tweet when I post videos. Sometimes I do that. Did you do anything special for New Year's Eve, Hazel? Also, the hair is awesome. I was editing. I was trying. So like the video that I put out yesterday, I really wanted to have it done before yesterday, but that didn't happen. Those things take longer to edit than one might think. So I tried to stay up really late and finish it, and I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning editing, and I was like, well, this isn't even close to done. I'm just going to finish it in the morning, which is why it didn't come out until 3. I spent most of yesterday on that too. But I was just editing. I had some chocolate. So the day before, we were at the grocery store, and they had their Christmas chocolate on sale because it is no longer Christmas. And I had wanted a Terry's chocolate orange because I used to really like those around Christmas time, and I never got one. And they didn't have them, but they had this like knockoff off-brand chocolate orange. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I get that, and then at midnight, I'm like, yeah, sure, let's all right, this took me exactly where I want to go. Should we let's do Wintergrass first. Let's do Wintergrass first while we have it anyways. But yeah, I got the chocolate orange, and it's midnight, and I want to like break it open so I can have some chocolate for New Year's. And I'm thinking like, it's midnight. I live in an apartment. There is no place, unless I go all the way outside, that I can smash this thing without being really rude with how loud that is. So I open up Google because I want to know how to like quietly break it open to see if anybody has any like cool chocolate orange hacks, and I start Googling how to quietly break, and it's like a window, and I'm like, no. Google, please. I think I eventually smacked it. I like punched it kind of. I was like holding it with one hand, and I like smacked it with the heel of my hand with the other hand, and that really hurt, but it did work. Not my brightest moment, but not everybody's really smart in the middle of the night when they want some chocolate, and it turned out to be pretty good actually. It was pretty tasty. Trying to get my mom on here to see you. She introduced your vids to me. She uses your pet battle videos like crazy. Hopefully she can stop by. Hazel, what's your favorite store mount, both aesthetic-wise and combat potential-wise? Oh, true. Actually, I saw this question earlier, and I was going to answer it, and I completely forgot, so thank you for asking it again. Although I think you mean pet, because store mounts don't have combat. So store pets. Pets. So as far as aesthetics, I really like the cats. Like probably a hard tie between Twilight and Mischief, I think, for me. Twilight is up there, but Mischief's super cute too. I can't really decide which one I like better between the two of those, and also Argies. I don't know. Aesthetic wise is really hard. Combat wise, I would say absolutely Blossoming Ancient. And then Ragnaros and the Cinder Kitten are up there too, but the Blossoming Ancients is just a very strong one. Plus, I think it's really cool how he changes his foliage, you know, for the seasons. Okay, so do I need to change the difficulty here? Let me see. Doesn't look like it, so I may as well run it on 25, man. 25, man. I'm gonna eat my bear tartar. Hi, Hazel. Sup, Dharma? Fell-dyed hair? I don't know if I would do green. I feel like green would be just not flattering on me. I think green hair can be, well, and sorry, when I say green, I mean like lime green. If I was gonna do a green, it would be like a forest green. Like a druid green. I feel like a lime fell green wouldn't, I like it on some people. I don't know if I would like it on me. Also, I'm kind of done with fell green. I'm kind of like, after like 2 years worth of fighting demons in WoW, I think we can leave the fell green behind. I'm excited to see some new colors. It's 2018 now. Kids born in this millennium are becoming adults. Feels old. True, yeah. True. I want green hair too. Oh, I'm a little bit behind in chat. Yeah, the thing that, like, the green hair that I wanted was, like, because my druid, my Resto druid that I play in Arena always has, like, this dark green hair. And if I was playing that a lot, I think it would be cool to kind of match. But I'm probably going to be playing Shadow Priest more. And I'm certainly going to be playing a Void Elf Shadow Priest the moment they let me do that. So as far as I know, the War Mammoth can drop off of any of these dudes. So, and I don't think it's a super low drop rate. I don't think it's guaranteed, but I don't think this is a raid that people end up farming like forever and ever and ever. Because you do have 4 chances at it. Is that right? Clearly I don't do this enough. This is kind of the, like, if I manage to somehow miraculously make this an every week thing, I'll actually end up getting some mounts eventually, because I don't normally do mount runs outside of stream. I would love to. I find them very relaxing. I also really enjoy mog runs, but it's just one of those things that's not usually a high priority. Hair looks beautiful, thanks. You had hair food? How does it feel being immune? Oh, fair food. Being immune. What do you mean? Being immune to fair food? I don't understand. So happy to see you stream this morning, Hazel. Well, welcome. Thanks for dropping by, Austin. I'm pretty happy to be here too. I'll be a little happier when I drink a little bit more of this. This is only Murloc number 1. I have a whole second Murloc's worth of pot in there. Although, and by pot I mean a pot of tea. Don't twist me. All right, don't twist my words. But I shouldn't. I'm trying to be a little bit conscious with the amounts of caffeine that I intake, just because I went a little hard yesterday. Because I was editing for a while, and I had some other stuff that I wanted to get done with, like the Patreon pet giveaway and whatnot. I just had a bunch of stuff on my plate, and I kept, like, whenever I'm working, I'm always drinking tea. Like, that's my ritual. I make a pot of tea, and then I sit down at my desk, and then I feel ready to sit down and work for a couple hours. Like, that's how it works in my brain. And the tea that I chose to continue making yesterday was a black tea. And I had a couple of pots of it, and by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I started feeling, like, really shaky. And, like, you know that feeling that you get if you've had too much coffee? I guess it was tea, but same thing. If you've had too much caffeine, where it's, like, you can just feel impending doom. Like, you're not, like, sad, but you just feel like the universe might end. You know, you would expect a big spaceship with death lasers to come overhead at any moment and just end life as we know it. Like, that wouldn't surprise you. Does anybody else get that? It's only when I have too much caffeine, and then I know I've had too much caffeine, and then I can lay off and drink some water and chill. Afternoon, been a while since I made one of your streams. You're dyeing your hair ash gray soon. Really tempted to start playing WoW again. Definitely want to get back in before the new expansion. I think that now is a good time. Actually, you know what a really good time would be if you're a little tight for time? Did I not get it? I want to say I didn't get it. When they drop 735, it is not a guarantee, but it is strongly likely that when they drop 735, we don't know when that is yet, but hopefully soon, we will have a new, like, the revamped leveling system, and we'll have, thank you, Austin, for becoming a sponsor. But in 735, the leveling system and allied races. Not a guarantee that they'll unlock at that point, but very, very strongly likely, given that the unlock requirements are already available in the game. I guess actually you might want to start playing a little bit earlier than that so that you can start doing the unlock requirements. But if you had any inclination of making an alt, or a new main, you know, whatever, of an allied race, then 735 or shortly before 735, a couple weeks before, is a good time to come back. Because then you can focus on those requirements. You need to do things like Legion reps that do take a couple of weeks to get done. So, you know, anytime. Good time to do it. Also, ash gray sounds like a super cool but kind of challenging hair color. I was reading that all the lighter ones, I mean, I guess it depends on how light your hair is to begin with, but that's a scary one. Where is Hazel going? Hazel's going, now that we have successfully gotten no mammoths, I think I'm going to drop by Malagos, see if he wants to give me a blue drake. Are these portals? Warsun Gulch, Rathi Basin. This PvP portals weird me out. Like, I'm pretty... Could you not queue for Battlegrounds by the time Wrath came out? Oh, no, that's not where I'm going either. We have a Flight Master here? Actually, I can fly. It's only when the battle's running, or when I don't have it, that I can't fly, I think. Alright, let's just, like, head ourselves vaguely in that direction. Is that tea you're drinking? Is it cold? It is not cold. It is hot tea. I made it pretty recently. This is, it's a breakfasty tea. It's called the Christmas Morning Blend from Stash. It's got, like, black tea, green tea, and jasmine tea, or jasmine oolong tea in it. And I don't normally like blended teas like that. Normally I like to pick one type of tea and stick to it and see what it tastes like. But this one is, I had it as a kid around Christmas time, so I got some more of it to kind of like get that tea nostalgia. And it's quite nice. It's quite nice. I'm trying to finish it now, though, because it's not Christmas anymore. I'll buy a new bag next year. and I'm just trying to get it out of my cupboard, so I've been drinking quite a bit of it. Now that I think about it, isn't Caldara a Final Fantasy move? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Where's the cat cam? Cat cam is trained on the cat spot, but cat is not here. She is deciding to occupy other parts of the apartment at this time. Cat cam's really subject to the whims of the cat. What is a chocolate orange? Oh, you've never had a chocolate orange? They're pretty good. It's like a... It's quite literally a chocolate orange. It's orange flavored chocolate in the shape of an orange. And they come kind of wrapped in a box wrapped in foil. And in order to break apart all of the little orange pieces, you have to smack it really hard on something. Like really hard on something. And then like it breaks apart from the beginning and you can from the middle, and you can just take pieces and typically share them because it's a lot of chocolate. I would get it and then show you the pieces, but then I would start eating it. And it's a little early for me to be having candy. Chocolate oranges are awesome. Yeah. They're pretty good. Oh. I'm catching up. My character's item level. The 9. No, that's not right. I'm in Holy Spec, so I'm not wearing my artifact. I'm pretty sure that in Shadow, in the set that I do raiding in, I want to say 954. Somewhere in that general area. Caffeine hurts. How are you? What's up, Nestor Bear? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad I decided to stream this morning. This very, 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 very lively for a weekday. Sounds like an anxiety attack. The caffeine thing, because it's quite possible. But not usually. Not usually. I mean, I've had that kind of experience before, and this is a little bit different. Although I would imagine that if you were in a place where you're prone to anxiety attacks, overloading caffeine would not help. Okay, so this is the uppermost portal, right? It's in here. What's the name of this place? Never found it before. I'm assuming that this is back, like this chat is behind. The place that I did before this one was called the Vault of Archivon. It's a raid that's inside Wintergrasp, and you can only do it when Wintergrasp is controlled by your faction. You go to the fortress that's like right here, and there'll be a portal inside the place if your faction controls Wintergrasp. All of the bosses there, they drop like a variety of raid and PvP gear, and they have a chance to drop the Black War Mammoth. Was I supposed to do this in a different difficulty? Oh, that's fine. Anyone should do this. Is 25 minutes, so it should be fine. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm paying attention, because I think there's a part of this that can get like really drawn out if you don't do it fast enough. What's he yelling about? I went so many years of my life in WoW without knowing that this raid existed. I found out about this in like MoP? Maybe even Warlords? Like, it took me so, like, I was doing mount runs and somebody's like, oh, why didn't you drop by Malagos? And I'm like, is that a raid boss? I thought he was just a lore character. And they're like, yeah, come on, I'll show you. And it's like, wow. Because it's not like a whole big raid. And they kind of like hide the entrance of it near some dungeons. So I just had no idea. Also, I don't have a lot, my buttons are in kind of a strange place. I once had barista training and I had so much coffee that my eyeballs started to shake. I guess you would drink quite a bit of coffee in barista training. Do you retain, like, after having worked as a barista, do you retain like some super cool coffee making skills even after you've left that job, just for like making coffee at home for your friends and family? Or is it something that's really tied to having access to the equipment that you have at the actual coffee shop? I've always kind of wondered that. Or maybe you get the equipment, or maybe you never want to drink coffee again. And I'm definitely familiar with the phenomenon where after leaving a job that you've had for a while, even if you didn't hate the job, you just never want to go back. I've been there. My favorite mount? That's so hard. It changes like every month. It really depends on what's new and shiny. The Lucid Nightmare is up there right now for me for sure. I just recently got my Violet Spellwing, so I've been riding that a lot. But I like those ones. Also, they're both purple. None. Alright. So, we tried for the Drake. So we could run Ashes. We could run Tempest Keep for Ashes. We could run Zilgrub for the Raptor. We could just run ICC. I think Tempest Keep's a little faster as far as like actual run speed goes. How do I get out of here? How do I leave? Oh, there's a portal. That's right. I have a bad habit in that dungeon of, after killing the boss, whenever I am farming it, of just like getting off the mount and then you fall and then you die. Because I can't remember how to leave. Tuesday stream, what? We're shaking things up. Well, love to play Broken Draenei. Now that they've kind of added the infrastructure that they need to make new allied races, it seemed like the wording that they used made it sound like they're absolutely open to adding more. And hey, Ildwar, since you're there, you still need the head. I'm kind of trying to do raids that don't take a whole lot of time so I can sort of front load my amount of mount chances, if that makes any sense. Because I don't have a whole lot of time to stream. I do have a pretty hefty list of things I should get done today. So I figure we go for, like, you know, we'll wing it. We'll wing it. The original vision for the stream length for Tuesday morning streams was like 60 to 90 minutes, so just like a little one. Little baby one. And we can get rid of that, and get rid of that. I don't need that. Don't need that one, or that's not worth selling. Hi, kitty. You wanna go sleep in your place and be really cute? I'm so happy that she has started using her little cubby again since I added the fluffy thing. Okay, I need to clearly adjust the camera shot there. Let me see if I can do that without actually adjusting the physical camera, because so if we zoom out a little bit, right, yeah, there you go. We'll do that for now. I can zoom it in a little bit more as needed. Also, it's like, it's pretty big. I think cat cam can be pretty big though. I don't think cat cam needs to be tiny. Okay, so we're heading to Tempest Keep for a chance at the ashes, which means I need to get to Shatrath. Not that way, this way. It's a bit of a long flight, but long flights just give me more time to drink tea. Shatrath? 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 Am I dumb? No, I have to go through here. This is fine. That works, that works. Just got my 14th legendary in my hand. Congrats, Norma. So are you starting to get legendaries for other classes after 14, or are there still 14 worth of hunter legendaries specifically? You're still waiting for your first with 923 item level for your first? Man, that's rough. Hopefully, like, soon. Look at Hazel all fancy with her metal straw. Yeah. The idea is to get the tea behind my teeth so that, to avoid cavities. I don't have any sugar in this tea, but black tea is still fairly acidic. And not the best, also can stain your teeth. Okay, so we're gonna, once I'm flying to Tempest Keep, I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Although I think she is posed quite nicely. I love that cat a lot. Just got into WoW recently, and can't stop admiring how people can keep farming low drop rate mounts. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like gambling, except that the only thing you're investing is your time. And it's kind of like, it's kind of just like a thing that you do, you know? You're not, I don't get frustrated when I don't get a mount drop, because that's more or less what I expected. It's more that I get excited if a mount does drop, because that's kind of cool. And then you don't have to do that one anymore. Just got Invincible this morning. Congrats, Jared. That's awesome. Hey, Hazel, get a mount for me while I stay bored at work. I will try. I will try. I would be pretty excited to get Ashes. I feel like that's one of the ones that people farm earlier in the WoW careers, their WoW careers than now. I just have not been doing it every week. I feel like if I like really hardcore wanted a specific mount, I have more options to me available to get it. Is that too far? There we go. That'll do. That'll do. That's a good cat cam. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people have Ashes that want mounts, and if I really wanted something, I could park my bajillion alts outside of the raid and actually run it every week. And maybe that's what Tuesday morning mount runs will turn into. Like, maybe we'll pick a mount that we want, and I'll actually move all of the alts that I don't play to that raid, and instead of doing this where I go around to different raids trying for different mounts, I just run that same raid continuously through all of my characters on stream until we get it. Like, that does raise your chances. Zul'Gurub Raptor PogChamp. Most painful dungeon, Deathwing. This one's not too bad. It's just kind of time consuming. Took you 63 tries to get both drakes. A friend of yours got both within his first 5 runs. The Malagos drakes? Aren't those both like a 1 in 100 chance though? I feel like getting both of them within 63. Actually, I don't know what the drop rates are. I should stop talking. Go for Mim's head. I don't really... I mean, I eventually, sure, yeah. At some point in our Mount Run career, we will probably go for and try to get Mim's head, but I am missing the gene that makes me love Ulduar. And I'm pretty sure the thing that I'm missing is I wasn't there. I didn't raid Ulduar. I didn't start playing the game until at the patch after Ulduar. I started playing like 3.3. And I'm just missing the nostalgia and also the aesthetics of it. It's cool. Like the Titan stuff is all very cool, but it was never my favorite of the WoW aesthetics. It was a little too sci-fi for me, and I've always been in the grand spectrum of nerddom. I've always much more heavily leaned towards fantasy than sci-fi. It always kind of upset me that in libraries they lump those two genres together because they are vastly different things. They share a lot of the same themes sometimes, but they're quite different. That just wasn't my favorite. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't have that nostalgia in my heart for it. Thank you for the great boss guides. Most of them are so long. I appreciate the conciseness of your videos. Thanks, Anna. Thanks for watching them. Allied races opens the door to make races without making races, so we might see less new races, but still gets a new visual looking sub races. It's cheaper. Whether or not it's cheaper, I think, is kind of dependent on how much they're able to recycle. If they're giving these races new animations, it very well may not be cheaper because they're having to do, you know, what, 6 of them? Like, brand new animations for 6 races, I feel like, is a lot more effort than new art and animations for 2 races. If they're recycling a lot of animations, then it may not be as much. But I feel like the decision to do allied races instead of another actual race isn't necessarily financially motivated, and it's more that's something people have been requesting for a long time. People have been asking for sub races for years and years and years now. I think it's kind of like a wish fulfillment thing, and it lets us get more options. Like when MOP came out, we got pandas, and pandas could be played by both factions. But if you didn't really like pandas, and many people did not like pandas, you know, you don't get to play a new race. Sorry. This way they can span a couple of different, like, aesthetic ideals and make more people happy. Personally, the only allied race I'm excited for is the Zandalari Trolls. You've been waiting for them since they gave them new models in MOP. I think Zandalari Trolls would be cool. I really like Trolls, and I kind of want to see what the differences are with Zandalari Trolls, but I think it'll be cool. I'm excited about the uprightness in the barbershop. I think that's both really funny that they're just, like, sticking chiropractic functions in the barbershops, and I think that, you know, all of a sudden, the entire average height of the Horde is just gonna, like, everybody's just gonna get taller all at once. Alright, so, for the Ashes of Alar, I can run this in whatever difficulty I think I need to, and I don't think I really need a lot of transmog from here. I think I've at least run this enough times that I won't need a lot of transmog. Can you guys hear the landscaping happening outside? I can. my mic isn't faced towards it, so it's entirely possible it's filtering it like it's supposed to. Alright, so Burning Crusade. But like all year long. And I shouldn't complain, because at least somebody else is doing like the landscaping work. Because it's an apartment complex. But it's, I guess it's just because I work from home. It's a lot of noise pollution. When it's not lawn mowing or leaf blowing, there's always something. What am I looking for? Oh, I already have everything. I have literally all of the gear from here, so it really doesn't matter what difficulty I do. Actually, there weren't difficulties. What am I talking about? They didn't have difficulties back then. just run the raid. Run the raid, see if we can get Pinkbird. Huzzah! Good morning. Except Groral. Good morning to you. I'd like to thank you for your pet battle vids. They've helped me more than I can say. Thanks for watching them. Hey, kitty. That's a good kitty over there. That is a top-notch kitty. I'm trying to catch up. You just got the Valorhar Stormwing. Crats, man. I am jealous. I am very jealous. That's the last one I need, and I am pretty. That's what we should be farming. just do Valorhar, Stormheim dailies. I think the part of my brain that knows words hasn't quite woken up yet. I like the pet better than the mount. Which pet? Let me see if I can figure out the context here. Mount farming is like gambling, only instead of money you gamble time, and instead of money you get a collection of pixels. Yeah, worth. Absolutely worth. After getting the Fangs of the Father, I can almost never force myself to get the mounts from Dragon Soul. Yeah. You know what I think I've given up on from Dragon Soul? Is I think I've given up on collecting the LFR Mog. Because you can queue for LFR on your own. You can solo LFR that raid. But they have made it now so that when you are solo LFRing old instances, it defaults to personal loot, which means that you don't get a whole raid's worth of loot. You get the same chance at loot as if you were doing it with a raid of people back then. You know, you get one roll per boss. Most of the time you get gold. You can go the entire raid, get maybe 2 pieces of loot and some gold, and that's it. You're done. You know, come back next week. But you're still doing the raid with absolutely the same amount of time and effort as it would take to do it on normal or heroic. It's so frustrating, and I don't have that set finished, and I think I just won't. I think it's just not worth it. Like, I have 2 other, like, Dragon Soul. We got the normal one, we got the heroic one. I don't have any of the blue set, and I think I just need to let go. I don't think it's worth it. Like, back in the day, because that's not, personal loot didn't exist when LFR first came out, and I think even after they created personal loot, they didn't apply it retrospectively like that. I don't know when that happened. It wasn't always, but it sucks. 3 ashes, 1 war mammoth, invincible, over 100 runs, it's still no Mim's head. How would you have gotten 3? Did you keep running it after you got the first one? Or are you just running it with friends? Or you still needed Mog? I think we all need to do Ulduar. I quit as it came out, so I never did it either. Maybe if they add an Ulduar time walking, which I thought was a thing, maybe I just had a weird dream that they announced that. I thought that was a thing. But maybe if they ever add Ulduar time walking, then we'll get the real feel for it. Although, I didn't do Black Temple when it was new. I've run it for Mog plenty of times, but I didn't do Black Temple when it was new, and I ran that in time walking, and snooze fest. Absolutely snooze fest. It was like 4 a.m. when I got Mimiron's head, and I had to let out a silent yell to not wake up the crazy people I live with. True. Yeah. Good strategy. I don't have to kill these bosses, right? Like, I guess they can give me pets. I always kill them just out of habit. Can I just run straight to Kael'thas? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm not a veteran Tempest Keep farmer. You have a Donald Duck Darth Maul coffee cup, but I want that Murloc cup. I have a Donald Duck cup too, but he's just Donald Duck. He's not Darth Maul or anything like that. I got it in Disney. I like these. These are a good size for like when you want like a big mug of something. When you want like a bucket of tea or coffee or hot chocolate or whatever it is that you're drinking. I think the straw, like outside of the whole dental health angle, I think the straw is just a good choice for the Murloc mug because it's a little, the shape of this is a little bit awkward to drink out of. It's like this oval shape, and you have some tea that's kind of like concealed beneath the opening of the oval. It just makes it so you have to be careful when you're drinking out of it. It's not impossible to drink out of. It's not, I've had more awkward mugs before. It's not as bad as like the square ones, but it's a little bit awkward, and if you're not paying attention, you can spill tea on yourself. And I am often in my life not paying attention. So I think the straw really helps. Oh, it looks like I could just do this. So we're going in. Greetings from Poland. Good morning. They do that in my library too. You should check out any of the Angry Robots books and authors. Pretty good fantasy reads. Oh, I wasn't looking. I got feared. Ah! There we go. I still don't know what most things mean in WoW. Help me. That's a big wealth of knowledge that you kind of just acquire over time. Somebody could probably come up with like a glossary of the most commonly used things, and I've seen those before, but they get kind of dated. Like the WoW lingo evolves over time. The kind of things that people say now are very different from the kind of things that people used to say back in the day. I think in actually the original WoW game box, I'm pretty sure there was a section like that, like a this is what people mean when they say LFG and LFT or something like that. There was like a looking for trade that people don't do anymore. What am I doing? I'm putting on the staff. Not that one. There we go. That's my thing. Oh no, it's bugged. That's my bug sound. I just want to put it on. Maybe I have to do it this way. There we go. It just wouldn't let me put it on through the alternate phrase. Okay, so now we just chill. I thought the Zandalari trolls would be really tall, but they're the same height as hunch trolls. Oh, weird. Upright orcs and Zandalari trolls. Even I, as a big ally fan, can't stay ally anymore. Yeah, but we get void elves. Void elves. Upright Forsaken doesn't sound right to me. Upright Forsaken, like, you're right. I feel like if they did Upright Forsaken as a sub-race, I think they would want to go in a more, like, Sylvanas-style Banshee direction. Because, like, Forsaken to me, the reason why they're hunched over is because their vertebrae are falling apart. Like, it's an actual reason. They're quite literally missing bones. But they could totally do an undead style, but, like, Sylvanas kind of Banshee sort of thing. But at some point, we have to ask ourselves, how many elves is too many elves? Just finished Family Fighter today, all thanks to your guides, Hazel. Just want to say thanks. Grats, Robin! What is that add-on? Which add-on? Which add-on? If this is in the past, because I'm very behind in chat, then you might be talking about Minar's Wardrobe Helper, which is the one that I use to check to see if I need transmog from an instance. M-O-N-A-R. Minar's Wardrobe Helper. You can find it on Curse or Twitch or whatnot. I think you should abandon Minar's Wardrobe Helper. How could you say such a thing? All the things. I should try out all the things. Because as far as I know, all the things also helps with mounts. So I should at least take a look at it. I should. But Wardrobe Helper has never led me astray. Hi Hazel, yay for EU friendly stream. Welcome, Ellipse. Glad I play both. Yes, I can hear the landscaping. Yeah, the add-on that I used to check transmog was Minar's Wardrobe Helper. You've yet to get any of the rep mounts. You've gotten the Bat Pet and the Warden toy, though. Stick with it, stick with it. Hopefully you get at least a couple of them. I don't think... I guess it depends on how many dailies you do. Make sure... My best advice for farming those rep mounts. Also, cross your fingers. Nada. Best advice for farming the rep mounts. Whenever the World Quest bonus event comes up, go real ham on whichever ones you still need, or whichever ones you want most. Like, you get a lot of extra rep whenever that event is up. So make sure that you do that. And then it's just a matter of doing the World Quests. Making sure that you don't miss Kirintor emissaries or emissaries for the rep that you're trying to farm. Alright, it's like 10. Is there another one that I want? I don't want to do another long one. Let's do Zul'Gurub real quick, and then we'll be done. We'll do Zul'Gurub. We'll try for the Razashi Raptor from Heroic Zul'Gurub, little dungeon one. It's the only dungeon one I actually still need. I farmed out all of the other dungeon mounts, which I used to really like. Like that was a real fun WoW leisure activity for me. Was just like continually resetting dungeons to try for their mounts. I had so much fun doing the Baron Rivendare mount. That took me an obscene amount of resets. But I made quite a bit of gold. I had like a rhythm going where I would go and I would do it and then I would fly back and I would mail all of the stuff because that was one of the raids or the dungeons that dropped valuable transmog gear. Speaking of transmog, while I'm in Stormwind, I am fixing this hot mess. What do we got I like that set. Let's do that one. While I'm a Holy Priest, I can look like that. That's fine. I was deleting some of my sets to make some room, because a lot of them I don't use anymore, and some of them had, like, a lot of overlap. Hazel's braid is out of coffee. It's tea! You left Northrend, but Yogg? I don't think we're gonna try for Mims today. Phoenix Pet versus the Ashes. Old War Time Walking Simile 735. That sounds like the thing that I heard. Okay. So yeah, we can all experience it then. How behind am I? Have you done Herald of the Titans? Herald of the Titans, what is that? There won't be a 10-man version of the raid. It becomes, oh, I see. It's an achievement. Herald. No, not that one. I don't see it. Nope, definitely not that. I should try and do this sometime. I didn't know there was a Lightbringer title. I play on the Lightbringer server. I need that. Probably not. Probably not. I'm not like a hardcore achievement collector. I collect pets pretty fervently. I collect mounts kind of half-heartedly, you know, whenever I feel like it. And I don't really collect toys at all. Toys, if they happen to me, that's great. If they're easy to get, then sure. But I don't really go super far into my way unless there's like a specific one that I want. There's a wild griffin battle pet in WoW, and they're also selling a griffin battle pet in the store. Why do you think that is? I think it's fine. A lot of times the store pets will remain exclusively on the store, but I think it's just a way for you to get that in-game model in a different way. It's the same thing as the Cenarian hatchling. I guess that one's still pay to win no matter which way you get it, but you can get it as a store pet, and you can also get, there's a TCG pet that has like the same look. So it's not the first time they've ever done dupes like that. Fine. What is with the cat cam? I do love cats though, so not complaining. I mean, why not? I got a cat. I got an extra camera. I don't see why not. I don't see a good reason not to have one. Oh, it's a feat of strength that rewards a title. Oh, so I could be Herald of the Titans. I don't know if I'm ever going to take off my Insane title. I think I'm going to be the Insane forever and ever and ever and ever. Like, that one was kind of the pinnacle of my title farming life. You know, the first one that I farmed that I thought was hard, it wasn't really hard. Back in the day, you know, before there was Old World Flying, I got the Explorer. A couple times, actually, because, oh, I just accidentally opened up my media encoder. Whoops daisies. I got the Explorer a couple times before titles were account-wide. And that was pretty cool. And I was like, alright, I'm Hazel the Explorer. And then I decided that the next one I should try for was Lore Master. Because that was another one of those ones that's like kind of grindy, but you know, it's a cool title, and it seems like a good accomplishment. And I tried for that, and then I got my Lore Master. I was like, all right, what's the next step past Explore and Lore Master? And that was the Insane. So I got that, and now I'm done. Now I'm done. Your vid motivated me to get Underlight Angler, and I love it. Nice. I hope that one day we get more skins for it. Like, if they're gonna let us keep that one, I think it'd be cool to get more skins. How do you get the Insane title? I need that one. Alright, well, the Insane title, you should know before you start. It's called the Insane for a reason. The requirements are not exactly reasonable. It's a reputation title, and it requires you to get... So, Insane in the Membrane is what it's called. You need to get honored with Bloodsail Buccaneers. Hang on, let me get up this hill. Or try to get up this hill. So, honored with Bloodsail Buccaneers, and that is the... Stranglethorn Vale, the pirate faction that is at war with the goblin faction. So by getting honored with the Bloodsail Buccaneers, you will be full hated with all of the goblin factions. And then you need to get exalted. I mean, you can do this in any order you want, but it's recommended to do the Buccaneers first, because if you leave the goblins at hated, then you can't go to Gadget's Inn or Booty Bay or whatnot. So you need to be honored with them, and then not at the same time. You can lose your Buccaneers rep as long as you got it. Exalted with Booty Bay, Everlook, Gadgets, and Ratchet. So all of the Goblin factions. Exalted with all of them. And then also exalted with Darkman Fair. And the last one you need to be exalted with is Ravenholt, which is a old one. I did not get my map. Ravenholt's you do it in Arathi Highlands. It's kind of a fun grind out there. It's a very, very grindy rep grinding title. I have the attention span of a 5-year-old. I couldn't even stick with Salty. Oh, that's another one I have. I throw that one on sometimes in PvP, but in PvP I prefer to use titles like Stylist or Fabulous. For whatever reason, I enjoy those. Also, I spent quite a bit of time in Warlords as Talon Queen, because I just thought that was a cool title. I don't use my pet ones very often. I will occasionally be the Crazy Cat Lady, because that's just true. But the other pet ones, like Zookeeper or Tamer, I don't walk around with too often. I think the Insane is probably the most prestigious one I have. You get Bloodsail Admiral kind of like in the process of doing the Insane, I think. Maybe you need to get Exalted, which maybe I did, I don't know. But yeah, Insane's kind of my thing. That is a great guide for it. There's a way to do it without losing your blood cell rep after. That's true. There is. Whether or not that is worthwhile is up to you. Like, once you've gotten your blood cell title and your blood cell hat, there's nothing else that you can get from the blood cell faction. So there's no real reason to keep them exalted unless you are really, really committed to having a fully filled out rep page, basically. Like, if you really want to have this page, say, exalted with all of them, then sure. But it's definitely faster if you're willing to tank your blood cell rep after you've already gotten it. Use Legend of Pandaria. It's unobtainable, and my main is a monk, only fitting. I've never even heard of that. That's cool. Do I need alcohol to make the knock? Nah. Alcohol is totally optional. You don't need it at all. Just don't even add it. It's fine. You don't need to replace it with anything. You like the Dreamer? Got from Mythic Emerald Nightmare. That's a good one. I guess I don't need Insane. The upside is Insane the Membrane is easier to get than ever. Some of the factions required in the previous version no longer exist. That's true, yeah. An expansion or two ago, it became a lot easier than it used to be. They used to need you to do some kind of weird farming around Dire Maul. I don't even remember. I didn't do it back then. I didn't do it until it became easier. The Darkmoon Fair, you can only get X amount of rep a month. That's true. That's true. Darkmoon Fair is also easier than it used to be now, though, because they redid the Darkmoon Fair, and there's more things you can do for rep. Darkmoon Fair rep pre-Darkmoon Fair overhaul was a nightmare. I did some of it, but not a whole lot of it. Hazel, hello, hi. Katie's pretty soft. It's a pretty soft cat. She's taking a good nap over there. So, it was about 10 o'clock. We did about an hour. I'm intending for the Tuesday streams to be a little shorter. You know, get a couple met runs in, talk to you guys, have a little tea, and then get back to work. So I am going to go get back to work. Actually, I'm going to have breakfast first because I haven't eaten yet. Then I'm going to get back to work. But thanks for hanging out with me. Stream normal on Friday. I have baking stream dates available on... If you check my community page, you can check out the baking stream dates. And I may or may not put out a video today. I have one that I'm working on. It might be done. It might not be done. If it's not done, I'll put it out tomorrow. But this may be the content for the day. We'll see. And I'm also not... There won't be... like I said earlier, there will not be VODs for the Tuesday streams, at least not public ones, just because I want the freedom to get on stream and look like a morning person without having to worry about that being online forever. So, thanks for coming. Bye, guys.